are headed into Rocky Bayou Estates here in Niceville to take a look at a home. It's really an established, desirable neighborhood. There's beautiful trees, larger lots, a lot of established areas. It's right near the country club and the water. It's great for military families because you're close to Eglin, but it's still close to Destin if you want to go to the beach. So let's head in and take a look at this house. We're gonna start here, like right by Publix in Niceville, so you can see how close it is. Very close to Publix. So if you want to time it, Michael.
Yep, it's 3:47. Let's see how long it takes us to get there.
Okay. So we're coming down Rocky Bayou Drive now, which is the main road to enter into Rocky Bayou area. So Rocky Bayou is like a whole section. It's not just one neighborhood. It's like a whole section of Niceville. There's like just over 1,000 homes in Rocky Bayou. And within Rocky Bayou, there are several smaller neighborhoods. So that one we just passed is Rocky Bayou Estates on the bayou. And then the one house we're looking at today is in a neighborhood called Rocky Bayou Country Club Estates. So there's a ton of different ones, and some of their names get confusing because they're all kind of similar. So if you have a particular house you're looking at, just hit us up and we'll tell you which one it actually falls under. So now we're on Forest Road, and there's actually two entrances into the Rocky Bayou neighborhoods. One of them is off of Forest Road, and then one of them is off of College Boulevard. And so it just depends on which side of town you're kind of coming from or where you're going for which entrance and exit that you use. So it says Rocky Bayou Country Club Estates. So you may notice kind of right away when we come into this area that there's a ton of houses and you don't really see like a lot of sidewalks. And I mentioned this in my video yesterday. Niceville just does not have a ton of neighborhoods with sidewalks. It's just not very common in this area. But that being said, it does not stop or deter people from taking their dog walks or letting their kids ride their bikes. People are very mindful with the traffic, and you still see tons of families, small kids out playing and walking. So don't let that be a deterrent. There's so many different little neighborhoods in the Rocky Bayou area. Some of them have an HOA and some of them do not. Some of them participate in the voluntary HOA. So it's really important when you're looking in Rocky Bayou that you differentiate if the particular house that you're looking at has a mandatory HOA or voluntary one or none at all. So definitely get with us and let's chat about that, especially if it's something that's really important to you. And Michael, how long did it take from the Publix?
It took 4 minutes to get here.
Okay, 4 minutes from Publix. So if you need something for dinner, you're literally just a skip away. Let's go check it out. This one has, like I said, a lot of mature trees, nice landscaping. It's on a pretty good sized lot for Niceville. This one has a Generac whole home generator and a 3-car garage, which is a hot commodity in Niceville. So this house has a nice wide driveway. You can definitely fit, I would say, 4 cars in the driveway, plus the garage. And the porch has these really pretty archways. So right away when you walk in, you have like an entryway here, and then you can go left or right straight to the kitchen. Kind of a quirky layout, but at the same time, the rooms seem really flexible. So you have multiple spaces that you could make as like a formal dining room or a living room. So we have this area here that could be a potential formal dining room and living room. which is like right off the kitchen. And so we've got granite countertops, and then the cabinets are like a little bit older, but they're like nice solid wood. And I love the huge window over the sink to see out in the backyard. You got a nice double sink. Stove with a hood vent. Dishwasher. So we don't have a mounted microwave, it's just a countertop microwave here. So, but then over here you have another space that could potentially be a dining room and living room. So maybe one could be a formal and one could be an informal. And then, as I said, when you come in the door, you can either left or right, and I went right. If you go left, there's another space in here that, based on the lighting, it looks like maybe someone was using it as a formal dining room or an office, but it does have a closet and a window, so you could definitely use it as a bedroom. And it could even be nice as like a mother-in-law suite because it has a bathroom right here next to it. It is a half bath, but it could be really handy. And then I'm just gonna go back over here because I want to point out like some of the character. Like, it is an older home because of that. It has a ton of character. Like, the chandelier has these really pretty stained glass on them, and then the ceiling has like the wood beams, which is very traditional. And then it does have a fireplace. Okay. And then the laundry room, which is kind of different because all of the other bedrooms are upstairs. So I feel like a lot of people would want the laundry room closer to the rest of the bedrooms, but maybe the mother-in-law suite or something that's downstairs would be handy to have this nearby. And then of course the water heater, which is also gas. And then right off of that half bath is the garage, which, like I said, we've got a 3-car garage in here, which even with a 3-car, it's like an oversized 3-car, so you have still plenty of room for workbenches or storage. And it's got a ton of cabinetry here. Some pegboards over there. And then it does have an attic access as well for your storage. All right, let's go take a look upstairs at the other bedrooms. Okay, so right away when you walk upstairs, there's double doors to a huge master suite. You could easily fit a king-size bed with like 2 nightstands, a dresser, a chest of drawers, plenty of room up here. It does have carpet, but it is in really good condition. Like, the carpet looks brand new. And it's very soft carpet. So it does only have the 1 sink, but the trade-off for that is that it has a vanity spot, which is really cool too. And then you got like a nice soaker tub. And I just love all the character. It has like this really cute wallpaper. Your little water closet. And then we've got a nice walk-in closet with like a built-in shoe rack. I really love the double doors. I think that's really cool, like a grand entrance into the master suite. And we have another bedroom here. It's like a guest or kids bedroom. So this one is carpeted too. It doesn't have new carpet. It's not necessarily in bad shape, but it doesn't have new carpet like the master. And then just kind of like your standard size closet. A little bit of storage shelving. And then your other upstairs guest bedroom. And the guest bedrooms aren't huge. They're not super small either. I think you could definitely fit a twin size bed with a dresser. Same kind of closet setup. And then you just have your linen closet for your towels and sheets. And this will be your shared hallway bathroom upstairs, which also has really cute wallpapering. And wallpaper's coming back in style, y'all. Tub shower combo. And then a single sink. Again, older cabinets, but nice solid wood. Okay, let's go back downstairs and check out the backyard. They did redo the kind of the main downstairs area flooring to an LVP, which is like what everyone is kind of going to now to get rid of their carpet. So it has right off of the kitchen, dining, living area, there's a enclosed Florida room, which is really nice. If you are coming to Florida, you haven't been here, or you haven't been here long, you'll quickly learn that a Florida room is super nice to have. And this one is fully enclosed, not just screened, but fully enclosed with actual windows and blinds. So if you want to sit out and not have the bugs get on you, but not be so super hot with just the screened in area, this is super nice. Okay, and then in addition, you've got like your patio area out here. So if you want to have a barbecue or a fire pit or something, obviously you wouldn't want to do that inside the Florida room because it is enclosed. But you could do that in this area. It's plenty big enough for it. And then this is your backyard, guys. Like it's really big. Like with all of the new construction and everything that's coming up now, lots just keep getting divided smaller and smaller, and these lots out in Rocky Bayou are still old and nice and big. So it really is where you want to go if you want like a nice big yard. And they have like a little deck platform with a swing. This is cute. And some kind of little covered structure here. This looks like they have like these little raised planters. Maybe they're starting their little flower garden or something. But this is cool. So in addition to the 3-car garage, you've got a storage shed that is attached to the house. So this is cool if you want to put like some lawn equipment or something in here, and you don't want to have to go like to the front of the house where the garage is, you can just come back here. So let's go inside and talk about what we like about this house, and I want to hear what you guys like.
All right, it's the part of the video where we talk about what we like. I like the vintage charm the home has. I like the wood cabinets and the granite countertops. And of course, the only thing better than the 2-car garage is a 3-car garage. What did you like, Melissa?
Yes, so I really like the Florida room. And I told you guys in the last video, but I always love when there's a window over the sink. And this one has a very large window to see into the backyard, and I just always love that. Tell us down below in the comments what you like about this home and what you want to see in our next tour.